Hi sisters, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you guys can see, today I'm starting off this video with my full face of makeup already on, which doesn't happen very often, but for today it is a pretty good reason. A while ago, I did a really fun YouTube video where I basically asked my fans, you guys, to Photoshop different pictures of me. Photo editing, Facetune in Photoshop is definitely a very common yet controversial topic on social media in general, but also especially in the beauty community. A lot of people think that you shouldn't be editing your makeup photos at all, but there's also a lot of people that look at editing as an art form and are able to use it to enhance their photos and create something magical. And for me personally, I fall into that second group. I've always been obsessed with it since I was a little kid. You guys know that I'm no stranger to it. And for today's video, I wanted to do kind of like a little bit of a part two, but this time I wanted to leave the photoshopping to professionals. So I'm gonna be logging on to Fiverr, which is basically just this really fun website where you can search through and hire different freelance professionals to do virtually like any sort of task you could ever imagine. And basically I'm going to take a simple headshot of my makeup look and I'm gonna be hiring a bunch of different freelance artists at different price points, giving them full creative freedom to literally Photoshop whatever they could possibly imagine onto my face. And hopefully by the end of this video, we will have money well spent on a really cool Instagram-worthy makeup look. Without further ado, let's get started and please wish me luck. All right, you guys, so we're here in the kitchen. I have my little laptop here with me, ready to select a few different artists to work on this image today. I already went through the photos that we took. Literally, there was like 3 of them, and I picked this one. This is number 3T8A9744.CR2.
Let it happen and just don't second guess yourself too much.
Looking at this photo already, there's already so many things that I would be retouching if I was editing this myself. The amount of dog hairs on this shirt is abysmal. There's definitely some little mustache hairs that I clearly did not do a good enough job shaving. My hairline, I would definitely be pulling down as always, but we're gonna be leaving that in the hands of professionals today. We're already on Fiverr.com, we're logged in. Let's look for some talented Photoshoppers and see what we can come up with. Okay, so Photoshop editing, here we go. Ooh, okay, retouching and enhancement. Okay, and then filters and effects, we want that too. And then delivery time we want pretty quick, right? Yeah, relatively. So let's do up to 3 days. I will do professional Photoshop edit, fast and high quality. They have 4.9 stars out of 1,000 ratings, and they're only $5? Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, and the retouching looks crazy too. Ooh, this one sounds fun. I will do Adobe Photoshop editing and retouching for $25, but this one has 5 stars. Perfect rating. And it looks like he did a really cool, like, is that like Iron Man? Give me superhero vibes. That could be cool too. I will retouch photo edit image with fast delivery. 5 stars as well, starting for only $5. And this one looks like it's a makeup photo too, so this could be really, really interesting. Same thing with this one over here. I will do any Photoshop editing with image fast delivery. That looks kind of cool. That looks like a fun like makeup trend that would actually happen in the community. I feel like I've done literally this exact look before, but it's clearly edited on, which is fun and fresh. Okay, let me try to put the budget at like minimum 200 and see what we come up with. I'm really shocked at the lack of high, ooh, okay. I will create outstanding photo manipulation and Photoshop editing for 200. Oh my God, but then see, there's this one. I will retouch in Photoshop accurately and naturally. And then looking at the before and afters, I could literally do this in like my own Instagram app in 2 minutes and it's $600. Absolutely not, Miss Mama. These are interesting. It is really fascinating to look at all the different artists and their befores and afters and the prices that they chose and the services they offer and stuff. I'm somebody who really believes in like choosing your own value and setting your prices and stuff, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what they actually end up coming up with because some of these people that are charging only a few dollars seem to be really, really talented, and I wonder if it's gonna be able to compete with their more expensive counterparts. All right, you guys, so the message that I have written is, hi, I'm a makeup artist on social media and I'm filming a video where I hire different designers on Fiverr to edit my new photo for me. There are no requirements. You have full creative reign to do whatever you want. Let your imagination run wild. Please make the photo pretty and fun, but still worthy of being posted on Instagram. It's definitely an important thing to note. And then I said, if you have any questions, please let me know. I look forward to seeing the edited photo soon. All right, you guys, it has been a couple of days now, and I just got my final email this morning saying our last of our Fiverr orders are officially complete and awaiting review. A few of the artists did email with different like questions and stuff throughout the process, but I had my team actually do the responding to that because I literally did not want to see a single pixel of any of these images until they were finally complete, so I could react to them live on camera for you guys. I have not seen anything yet. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Hopefully, you know, we'll come out with a really amazing Instagram-worthy photo in the end, but let's take a look at what happened. Just as a friendly reminder to jog your guys' memory as well, this is the photo that we submitted to all of the artists. So I think I want to look at these in the order of the price. So the first one that we're going to look at was the $5 option. Okay. And for $5, this is the photo that we got. Okay. Oh, So looking at this photo, it looks to me like it's just a very simple, classic beauty retouch. Now, looking at the skin, if you have it like far away, it does look really blurred, which some people love. For me personally, I don't, because I feel like it looks obviously really fake. But if you actually go ahead and zoom in on this image, this is really professional grade. It's called frequency separation, is like the technique in Photoshop work. And I'm really impressed with how like clean and beautiful the skin looks. They did make the background a little bit more tan and turn my earrings gold, which is definitely an interesting choice. Definitely not my cup of tea, but I do think it looks like kind of fun. For $5, I think that this is a really beautiful retouch. And if I ever need my skin worked on in the future from having a busted day, I wouldn't be opposed to reaching out to this person, because this is honestly pretty good work. Okay, you guys, so the next one that we're gonna take a look at is our $10 option. Okay, interesting. Love the white background. Definitely very on brand with my Instagram feed. I love that they cleaned it up and made the photo just look really like stark. I like a lot of the like brightness and like coloring things that they did. They definitely upped the saturation. This skin editing looks really good as well. It doesn't look too blurred. You can still see texture, which just looks really real, and that's what I love. But in terms of reshaping, making everything symmetrical, or adding really any creative elements to it, there's none of that, which is fine. Once again, for, you know, $10, it's not like I was expecting the Mona Lisa.
Damn, look, I look like Mona Lisa right now.
Yeah. But was hoping for something a little bit more fun.
I look like her.
Okay, so this next one is going to be our $20 version. Ooh. Okay, this is kind of fun and fresh. Okay, so clearly this artist had a lot of fun playing with colors in terms of highlights and shadows, which is a really fun photo effect. I actually just posted like a whole little photo shoot that we did inside of an arcade a few days ago, and we very much were playing with like colorful lighting, and this is giving me very much that vibe. This is something that is actually really cool and hard to achieve, given the fact that this original photo was shot with just white lighting. So to like completely relight this photo for only $20 as well, like I'm pretty impressed. Now, in terms of the actual photo itself, not much was done. I'm still seeing some of like the wrinkles on my forehead. I'm noticing like that little eyelash or brow hair that I like caught right away. When you're editing an image, the subject is always, you know, the most important part of the photo. So that should always be what has like the most attention to it, you know? Okay. Not bad for $20. So the next one is our $35 option. Hi James, clients challenge me every day, but not everyone does that for a YouTube video. Therefore, thanks for choosing me, it's an honor. Thanks, Miss Barbara. Oh, okay. Oh my God, Miss Barbara. I like how this is looking a lot. I love that she once again got rid of the disgusting eye veins, made the eye super bright, and like even added like a little bit of like goldy tones in there too. And it looks like she retouched the background and emphasized the colors as well. There's definitely a few things that I'd want to tweak, obviously, but I can't expect anybody to get my style exactly. But I think that this is definitely like pretty good, I would say.
I love the eye color.
Yeah, the eye color looks so cool. I actually used to edit my eyes like this in every single photo. Like I would literally go on Facetune and take like white and like draw in there, which to be fair, looked crazy, but it is a really good technique that really draws like a lot of attention and like your emphasis to one area. Okay, you guys, so honestly, I am pretty impressed so far with the more affordable options, but now it is time to move on to the more expensive ones. So we're doing a little bit of a jump. Our last one was $35. This next one was our $100 commission. Now this was retouching photos using 25 years of experience. Let's see what that 25 years is going to get us. Ooh, okay. Let's just look at the headshot first. It doesn't look like anything was done. For $100, I think I would be expecting a little bit more. There's a few other ones in here too. Ah! Oh my God.
I will say the one thing I did like the images. Like I like
it's a cool crop. It looks like this would be something that you would find in like a magazine or something and like put some text on the side. I don't mind like the artistic vision, but the execution, wow. I feel bad being like mean or negative, but like honestly for $100, and especially if you're advertising like 25 years of experience, you'd think you'd be putting like a little bit more work, especially when the prompt is like do something creative. Oh, wow. All right. That was definitely interesting. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next option, which hopefully may yield some better results than our last. This is our $150 commission, so still climbing in price. I don't know what to say.
First of all, it's so blurry.
I look like a Sim, and apparently changing my skin color with this photo a little bit too. So I will say the like skin smoothing, although it looks very intense, is very, very well done. It's just intense. I think they did a really good job of like evening out the skin and adding back some of the highlights and stuff as well. So I don't want to say that this is a bad retouch because it's definitely not. Like this is good work. It's just, I think a little bit more intense than what I was hoping for or what I normally do, because it does get to the point where it looks borderline cartoonish. But in terms of creativity, there's nothing. I wish that the amount of work and time that went into the crazy retouching and skin smoothing and color changing and stuff like that went into something a little bit more creative, because I don't think the image needed it. Our next one is gonna be our $225 option, I think it was. That's a lot of money for anybody to be spending on retouching of an image. So let's just click on it. We have two versions here. One is a retouched, just simple image. Let's take a look and see. My skin is literally, I think they literally just took the paint bucket tool and picked my skin color and then just drew on it. I'm also noticing, along with like the skin being so one-dimensional, they also got rid of like my contour. Like my cheekbone lines, like the shadows where my cheekbones actually are just completely gone, which I feel like makes my face look really, really big. Big James, big face. However, this artist did submit an artistic version as well. It's giving me very like Ready Player One realness. I will say I really like the background and the lighting. I think the use of color really does bring a lot of attention to this photo in a really fun way. As somebody who might not know about Photoshop, this would be really cool. I think a lot of people would see this on their feed and be like, whoa, that's like a fun effect. Being that I have been using Photoshop for 10 years now, and I know how to do this type of stuff and watch a lot of content creators that do videos like this on a daily basis, what I'm disappointed about is the fact that for $225, I know that I could achieve the same exact thing in like 5 minutes. And that I think is what is like a little bit disappointing. All right, you guys, we are finally on to our last and final edit of the day. This one came in at a whopping $290.13, which is, once again, I am not here to knock or bash anybody for their prices. I am all for valuing yourself however you want, but that is a lot. Okay, in terms of beauty retouching, I will say, and give credit where credit is due, this is by far the best beauty retouch that we've seen so far today. And beauty retouching is a really tough job that usually does come with high prices. So given the fact that this is the result, I'm not upset. There is a little bit of reshaping, which I'm grateful for. The skin texture looks phenomenal. There is not a single blemish in sight. The skin tone is even. The whites of the eyes are whitened. The pupils are brightened. But in terms of the creativity, I am frightened. Did you like that one? If I had to do like a photo shoot for a campaign or a magazine or something and didn't have anybody to edit the images, I would consider hiring this person. The problem is with majority of these photos is that the prompt was, please do something really, really fun and creative. And this was the fun and creative version of the retouch, which is literally just the same exact image, but with a bright yellow background. For $300.
To me, I don't know if it's $260 better than the $30 girl.
You know what? I think that that's a really, really fair point and brings us to like the end discussion of this video. I think the conclusion of this is that the quality of the actual final images did not necessarily increase with the price tag, because I honestly think that some of the best edits came from the lower price range.
I think there also might be a mentality where it's like some people that charge less might work harder.
That's definitely what I was gonna say. I feel like a lot of times too, that when you were kind of just starting out and you're charging a lower price, I do think sometimes those are the artists that do end up providing the best result because they're hungrier for it. They don't have the 25 years of profession and experience to back them up. So the people that only have 1 year or 2 years are gonna be the ones that are working that much harder to actually give an amazing result to gain a repeat client and a higher rating. And I think that that is very much what we saw today, because while I do think the higher price tags did produce quality work, I think that it was actually the lower price tags that I would be more likely to book for something in the future because they did a great quality job at a really, really affordable price, which anybody can do. Whereas $300 for a photo retouch is not in most people's budgets. This has definitely been quite the roller coaster, but I really hope that you guys have enjoyed watching this video today. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up down below to show your love and support, and leave me a comment letting me know if you were assigned to this challenge, what would you Photoshop my image into? If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button down below. And if you're not following me on all my other social media platforms, they're gonna be linked right here around the screen. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.